So we've talked plenty about the lack of firepower for Chelsea. You said that Manchester United had a little bit more firepower than Chelsea today, and obviously they did. They scored 4 goals, Rashford got 2, but no player from Manchester United has scored in the league, just the league, 20 goals or more since Robin Van Persie when they last won the league. So do you see any of their players stepping up?
Well, I think Rashford will get double figures. Whether he gets to the 20 mark, I don't know. But that still is an area of concern, because if Rashford gets injured for a period, who's going to step into that position and score you 10, 12, 15 goals? I'm not sure there is one, if I'm being honest. Martial, to me, is still too inconsistent. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes missing for the next game. But Rashford at the minute, if we can keep him fit, he's another year older. I think he's learning. Listen to his comments earlier. He's learned under Mourinho and Louis van Gaal, both sides of the game, and now he's more of a free licence under Ollie. So that's my area of concern for both teams, really, Chelsea and Manchester United. The other areas, I think they're looking okay.
Well, you know, I would say you mentioned Van Persie. Is Rashford or Martial anything like as good as Van Persie as a goal scorer?
We don't know yet.
No, at the moment, I don't believe so. I would say no at the moment. So either Rashford has to come on a long way or Martial has to come on a long way this season for either of them to hit 20 goals plus. So, you know, you would argue there that, you know, I think you have to have somebody, arguably a couple of people in your team, very, very capable of scoring you 20 goals each a season to win the Premier League.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, you know, that criteria is an area that is weak for Manchester United at the moment.
It's priority, January. It's priority. I think so. Priority.
Early prediction, or early say, come May, do you think they're going to have regrets about selling Romelu Lukaku?
No, I don't personally think so. I don't think Romelu Lukaku's ever really settled at United. I don't think he's a good player, but is he a Van Persie? Is he a Ruud van Nistelrooy? You know, is he a Dwight? I would mention United's priority is to go and get a top quality striker in.
We've just been talking about 20 goals a season. Yeah. Lukaku's been at Manchester United, hasn't scored 20 goals a season. Actually, I don't think he's
more
done
than him last season.
Yeah. So. I don't think Lukaku's done badly with his goal ratio at Old Trafford.
First season he got 16.
Right.
The second season,
16 and 20. I make that 20% down on what he needs to do.
You're playing for Manchester United, 16 goals. For me, that's not acceptable as a striker. You're playing in one of the best. You know, the chances you're getting created. Yeah. You should be getting 12, and then you should be making a big, powerful person like Lukaku can run. Should be getting himself 6-7 goals by coming, turning, rolling someone, driving, drop your shoulder and finish.
They look like Liverpool and Man City. When you have two of your players finish top scorer of the league, Mane 22, Salah 22. And when you see same City, Aguero have 21 and Sterling have 18. You know, so you see the big difference between this team. I think Rashford will get goal, but I don't think he will get 20 of the season, or Martial won't have 20 of the season.
And Kevin will tell us more than anybody else, you know, as a goal scorer, as a striker, you need service. You need chances created for you. So therefore you then start to look around the other areas of the Manchester United side. Is there enough creativity there to present those opportunities as well to the players? So it's, you know, it's not just down to the individual, it's down to the collective.
But I think they have creative people at Man United to make people score goal. But you need the proper goal scorer. You know what I mean?
You almost need like an old-fashioned fox in the box. Yeah. You know, just don't. I don't want to get. I'm not interested in coming to link up and that. Just let Pogba, let Lingard, let Martial, let Pereira, let them boys do all that, and I'll just get in the box. I'll score goals. I want to score goals. Of course, football's changed because managers now want these players where they'll come and link and this and that. You know, ultimately, you put a natural goal scorer in that United team, he would get. You know, you imagine putting a Fowler back in the day, or an Andy Cole, you know, when he was there. They just want to score goals.
The message that you read out earlier from the gentleman who we put the caption up on the screen about, you know, Chelsea didn't have a good game because although they had more strikes on goal, the majority were from outside the box. I think it's quite a valid point that the gentleman makes because, you know, the majority of goals are scored inside the box. You know, and Pascal's just mentioned, you know, the top goal scorers from last year at Liverpool, for example, and at Manchester City. And you look at their goals from last season, and maybe 1 or 2 of their 22 goals were from outside the area. That's all. So, you know, it almost suggests that having a strike from outside the area is almost a waste of time.
Desperate.
Because not many go in. You know, we were talking about the left back for Chelsea.
Yeah, he's had 4 shots on target. They the left back.
Yeah.
So,
But actually, I think they were all from outside
yeah, they were. Yeah.
the box.
If you look at percentage of goals scored in the Premier League, 85% of goals are scored within the 18-yard box.
Yeah.
So that suggests, you know, you get yourself someone that wants to get in the box, Aguero, a Sterling, you know, he's added that to his game. They just want to score goals. Someone like that in the United team.
Who though? That's the question.
Well, that's the $1 million question. You either go out and spend 100 million on a striker, or you try and nick one from somewhere that no one else is really looking at, and you take a gamble. I don't know. Sitting
Who would you
here.
like to see at United?
But they wanted Mandzukic.
Mandzukic, short-term solution because he's my age. I think.
Yeah, I know, but 33 still can't do the job.
That wouldn't be for me. That would be like Higuain going to Chelsea last year. I think they've got to look past bringing in someone that's been around the block. You know, I think they need to look someone that's maybe playing in Spain or Italy who's got themselves 26, 20, and just really analyse them. You know, you're going for a player that we want to create him chances in the box. Look at his finishing, look at his record, instead of just looking at a big name that.
Because the market at the moment for the striker is really hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, every position is, you would say.
Yeah, but the
defender's going for 80 million.
Yeah, but the striker, you can't. It's really, really, really hard to find a good striker, you know, who can't score goal for you, because every team has the striker on the board and they don't want to sell it for you.
Any strikers in France or on the continent that caught your eye, which no one's really talking about, that you would like to see?
I can't see any.
Someone like...
Even
It's
in
getting a
France,
bit late for a question like that, isn't it?
he woke up at 3 o'clock, I know that, so he's wide awake. Okay?
Even in France, I can't see any striker can score 20. You know, in France, I think Mbappe, go get Mbappe. Cavani.
Well, there you are.
Good luck. That's it.
Well,
Cavani,
you know, why
Mbappe.
not? They're one of the richest clubs in the world. You know, if you want to, Man City would they have a problem going to get an Mbappe or?
Yeah. So we saw Newcastle play earlier on today, didn't we? Joe Linton played up front, Brazilian. Yeah. 40 million they've paid for him. I didn't see anything in him today.
You know who the solution is? Alexis Sanchez. It's his time to shine, gents. You never know.
Wow. If you can get him back on track, for sure.
And he's on the books, obviously.
He's injured.
He's injured, but when he comes back at one point in time, he's on the books. So who knows? Who knows what the story is going to be for Alexis Sanchez, what the season's going to hold.